Hey, what up, peeps? It's Dr. Heather Tucker coming to you with another amazing message. Okay, so today is Soulful Sundays. I love being able to share the word that God puts in my heart with His people. So I hope that you receive this message fully, and whatever is meant to be is going to be. So, um, the message for today is sometimes God uses a setback as a setup for a comeback. And a lot of times the comeback is even stronger than could have ever been imagined before. But here's the thing. What is our attitude during the setback? What is our attitude during the setback? So think about whatever goals maybe that you had. Maybe it was even New Year's resolutions, or maybe it was something even last year that you were trying to accomplish, and you're trying to accomplish this thing. Like for example, entrepreneurship, totally different arena for me, and I've been in it for about 3 or 4 years now, and it's definitely not a job, it's a journey. It's a journey of hills and valleys because as I elevate and rise, that allows my company to be able to elevate and rise. But yet it hasn't always been like forward progression. It's been hills and valleys for a long time, and then hills and valleys and hills and valleys. And then sometimes stuff just catches me all off guard. So here's the thing, how can we have peace in the midst of the chaos? That's what it's really about. What is our attitude when we are living our calling, when we're living our purpose, and there's stuff that gets in the way, there's obstacles that get in the way? I remember being blown away by the obstacles that came. So there was several obstacles, not just internally to the house, externally, just obstacles coming from everywhere, especially when I started on this coaching journey. Yet I was resilient. I pushed through. I kept overcoming and conquering and battling the obstacles as they came. And it's about patient perseverance, right? So what happens is a lot of times when we're in the setback, we cannot see the forest through the trees. Our vision can become even cloudy or distorted, and we don't know which way to go. Sometimes it's even difficult to be like, how can I move forward with everything that's going on? This is what makes it so easy to want to give up right when you're on your way to a breakthrough. Right when you're on your way to a breakthrough. And so, like, a lot of times when the world says maybe give up, God says move forward. And then we're like, well, how are we going to move forward? Well, it's about trusting and allowing and not asking how. It's almost like there's situations that God puts us in to ask us, how much do you trust me? How much do we put our trust and our faith in Him to be able to make sure everything's okay? Now, that doesn't just mean, okay, God, you handle it. Yes, He will handle it. And also, we have a responsibility and a role in that too. And it's up to us to be able to figure out. But sometimes those setbacks are just pauses. Timing, God's timing is always perfect, not ours. So if the attitude is like frustration, if it's like impatience, if you want to just pull your hair out, this is all the more reason why you want to look into getting more life harmony. Because a lot of times we can't separate things that are going on at home and the things that are going on at work. We can in our mind for a moment, but why have all of that headache of being like, feeling like you're split in two or like you're conflicted? There's no time for conflict. There's only time for clarity. There's only time for focus and being able to move on into what we've been called to do. So, what is the attitude when you have a setback or things don't go your way or the plan didn't work out the way that you wanted it to? It's almost like Do we want to hear God laugh? You tell him we'll tell him our plans and see how that goes. And yes, we may plan, but a lot of times the best laid plans fall through. And how much are we able to be okay when they do? So I remember when things would happen, like even on the news, right? I was telling my mom, how when George Zimmerman got let off, I was just so devastated that um, it had definitely impacted how I had viewed even work or what I was supposed to do at that time. And she had told me, well, what happens in your personal life shouldn't impact your professional life. Well, for me, not so much, because I mean, it's hard to be able to compartmentalize. And now it just all flows into one. So, whereas I used to be knocked down by the things that would happen, now a wave will come. And as it comes, I'm still standing firm and it just passes through. And I'm just like, oh, interesting wave. Interesting wave. Like, from the natural eyes, there's situations and circumstances that could, where if I look like what it looked like, I'd probably be like old and crusty because it's just some crazy stuff. Yet, I would ask myself, whose eyes am I looking through? And when I look through God's eyes, He's like, oh, you're right on time. And I'm like, okay. So, life is too short to be stressed out and overwhelmed about the things that we've been called to do. If you have a desire and if you have a passion to be able to help us support other people, let's have a conversation. Because the reality is that the more people that know about emotional intelligence and actually have coaching skills in the world, the better this world will be. Because we can't control how other people are, but we can't control how we respond to them. We can stress less and strengthen our relationships and be able to show other people how to do the same thing. And it is about prosperity. So, one last thing, and then I'm going to get off here. I was talking with my mom yesterday. We were talking about how one of the reasons why I left jobs, or even my family has left jobs, is because of hate and discrimination. Subconscious, a lot of people don't really realize what they do until after they do it. Um, but visual discrimination is one of the worst things ever. Yet we judge so much based on other people's perceptions of us, or our perceptions of other people. And then the reminder is judge not, lest ye be judged. Everybody's just doing the best that they can. And the more that when we know better, we do better. And when there's an opportunity to know better and do better, and we don't take it, that's our choice. That's our choice. That's our decision. Yet it's also about not losing sight of the vision. We never want to lose sight of the goal. We never want to lose sight of what we've been called to do. Because yes, it's so easy to say, you know what, forget this. This is too hard. And trust me, I know it's very hard. Like I thought that, oh, once I got married, it's going to be amazing. And yes, it was. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, because it takes work. Two people come from two different worlds, trying to come together, create a new one. Everything is not always going to be easy and roses. Yet we take one step at a time. And sometimes we have to go back to be able to move forward a little bit. We just don't want to get stuck there. We don't want to get stuck there. What prevents us from moving forward a lot of times is we make decisions based on where we've been. And remember, we don't have to have a great past to have a great future. That goes with anything. That goes with our relationships, our marriages, our businesses, our jobs, parenting, our kids. Just try again. I'm still trying to figure that out. So, what is your attitude in the setback? Because the attitude in the setback is what's going to dictate the power and the fuel and the momentum and the energy of the comeback. You get peaceful with the setback, the comeback's going to be like, hello. It's easy to stay comfortably uncomfortable, but in order to be able to get to the peace of things, we got to be able to go through the ring of fire. And yes, it might burn a little, might be a little pain, but it doesn't have to be. So if you have any questions, reach out to us. You want to become a coach, holler at us. You want to get coached, holler at us too. Because what is the cost of things staying the same? We can either move forward or stay stuck. Our choice. And when I chose to move forward, it was a little scary. Things started happening in different ways around me. Yet, and I felt like I didn't want to move forward. There was so much fear. Yet when I moved forward and I took those steps, I found that there is joy, unbelievable joy on the other side, even when it's chaotic. And there's a peace that is insurmountable. Like it's almost like indescribable. There's no way to be able to express that level of peace and joy that is there now because there's a peace of mind, body, and soul. All right. Love you all. Take it easy. Peace.